Happy Monday, my friends. It's Bonnie from Let's Create. I want to hop on real quick today and show you a couple of, show you one easy way to make a very simple bow for your Christmas decorations and to talk a little bit about ribbon with all of you. So some of you may already know this, but I know several of you do not. So first let's talk about ribbon for a little bit. If you've been watching me very long, you know I am a gal that is ribbon obsessed. Love me some ribbon. So let's talk about that first. So here is some ribbon that I have that I love. I love the silvers and blues and things. And it would be very impulsive to pick this up. Isn't that pretty? It's got like snowflakes and things on it. But this ribbon here is not a wired ribbon, although it's so pretty and you can still add it in your bows. But if you're a beginner with making bows, I highly suggest that you do not use the ribbon without the wire edges. So look at your packaging. Hi, Patricia. Look at your packagings, gals, when you're purchasing your ribbon. So like this says on here, it's an 1.5 inches, which is a really nice size to start. Again, if you're a beginner, don't start with like a 3-inch wide ribbon. Start with maybe about 1.5 inches. It's going to be easier for you to handle when you have it all bunched up in your hands. And again, so this here, nowhere does it say on here wire ribbon. And then when it's brand new, you know how it has a little cellophane thing that goes around it? It's completely clear. So that's one tip, that this is not a wire ribbon. So look and read carefully your packaging. So here's a brand new one. Here's another new one. This one here, this is a 2.5 inch. I love 2.5 inch ribbon. This is my favorite size. And you know, ribbon goes up to a huge 4-inch, 5-inch that I really like too. 2.5 inch makes a beautiful bow. Isn't this so cute with the Santas and things on it? I love that. And again, another tip for all of you, if ribbon bow making is new for you, start with ribbon that does not have any glitter on it. So you can work and work and work with it and not get covered in head to toe in glitter, because as you get used to making the bows, you can actually make them really easy without getting the glitter all over. But for a beginner, it might be a little messy for you. So this one here, okay, let's look at this packaging here. This one doesn't say anything on the label about it being a wire ribbon, which it is. Hi, Tammy. But here, look, it says right here that it is a wire ribbon. That's what you want, my friends, for making the bows. You want the wire ribbons. Okay, so I am going to use this one here. Again, it is glitter free just to make it nice and clean, so I don't end up, I have got enough ribbon on here. Let me look at this spool. Yeah, this is pretty. And so this is a really big one. I normally buy huge spools of ribbon because I make so many bows and things. So I am going to unroll a good amount of this because while I'm making my bow, I don't want it to get all twisted and kind of tangled up. If you have something that you can set this on and unroll it, which I have those two, those are really nice. Very, very convenient when you're making your bows and things also. I'm gonna try to hold this up so y'all can see what I'm doing. So when you are making your bow, whatever is easiest for you also. So I have made my bows with floral wire forever. So that's what I'm going to use today. You can also use any kind of a pipe cleaner. This is a full length one. You can cut the pipe cleaner in half if you have those. Again, whatever is easiest for you and what you have at home. I like to make my wire. I'm gonna have to hold things up so you guys can see. You guys tell me if you can't see. I like to make my wire pretty long, to be honest. That way I have nice long ends on my wire after I have everything attached so that I can wire it to whatever. If it's a wreath, if you're putting it on your tree, if you're making them for a wedding or graduation or anything like that, it gives you a really nice long tail on your wire. Okay, let's start making the bow, my friends. So whatever length that you want your tail to be, again, I tend to go a little long, maybe than what some do. I would start probably maybe at 7 inches or so if you're a beginner, so that you don't have a lot hanging out there. Your first step and the most important is going to be pinching and holding that ribbon. And like everything I teach here at workshops at Let's Create, the hand lettering, the painting, the glass art, everything, this is no different. Practice, 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 practice. I've been making bows for over 30 years. And so don't get discouraged. You can make a bow, and if it doesn't turn out good, take it all apart. That's what is so glorious about the wire ribbon. It's very forgiving. Just smooth it back out and remake your bow again. So here's my tail. I'm going to pinch it here. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. Keep going. So like this ribbon here that our cute little Santa was, this is one-sided ribbon. So again, if you are a beginner, hi Sandy, if you're a beginner, I highly recommend that you start your bow making with a ribbon like this. That's very forgiving and it's double-sided. It doesn't matter which is up and which is down. It's going to be easier for you to learn with. Okay, so I'm going to pinch my bow, or pinch my ribbon right here. I'm going to make my loop, whatever size that you want. I tend to start with the bigger, and then I make them a little bit smaller as I go along. No, I'm telling you reverse. I normally start with them smaller and make them bigger as I go. So I'm making my loop, and again, I'm pinching that. You always, always want this middle part to be very, very tiny. That's where your pipe cleaner is going to go. That's where your wire is going to go. And that's what's going to give you your really nice loops. So I'm going to pinch it, and then you're going to turn it also. Now I'm going to, and again, I'm going to try to hold this up the best that I can. Make that the same size. I've got my loop there. There's my second one, my tail. I'm going to pinch it, grab it with my other finger here, and I'm going to twist it again, making another loop. And it's the same process over and over. Make a loop, pinch it, hold it with this finger here. I'm going to twist it, and then bring them back around again. Pinch it. So it's definitely a two-handed job. Holding it, twisting it, making another loop. Pinch it together. And you can see, so I'm right-handed. So my right hand is getting really, really full of ribbon. I'm gonna pinch it, twist it. Another thing when I'm making my bows, gals, I like them to be, like when you do a floral arrangement, you do them like in 3s, you do them in 5s, your flowers, you do them in 7s. I like to have a little, I don't always do like 6 on this side, 6 on that side, especially if I'm adding different kinds of ribbon to my project. And you're just going to keep doing that. Loop, pinch, twist. Go to the other side, and you see it's starting to kind of flare out there a little bit. But keep going. This is hard for me to hold it up this high. I'm kind of like making it at my neck height. Normally you would work, if I back up, normally I would work at it a lot lower. So I'm hoping you guys can see that. Does it work? Hopefully it's showing. So let me do a couple more here, then I'm going to show you before. And again, because I unrolled a lot of my ribbon's not all twisting. It's not pulling on what I'm working on. That pinch is making it as small as I can in the middle there. And I'm just pinching it and twisting it, making a loop, pinching, twisting. You got to hear me every time you make a bow. Loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist. You're going to hear me over and over. Okay, I want to show you how to finish this guy here. So hopefully I can turn it around there. So I've got nice amount on this side and a nice amount on that side. And again, what's so nice with the wire ribbon, it's so forgiving. So if you need to scrunch it, so I'm gonna pull it tight here. So I'm still holding it in the middle. Here I've added my wire. I know that's really hard for you to see. Here's my wire right here. This part right here that I'm pulling on. Try to hold it up close here for you. So I'm squeezing this as tight as I can in the middle. I'm gonna remove my hand to show you. You can see the middle where I've been pinching it and twisting it. Now, if you need to take this bow, being new, and hold it up against you, or if you need to holler for your friend and be like, come here, I need you to hold this. If you're holding the bow, have someone else take the wire or the pipe cleaner and run it around it and make it nice and tight for you. Again, practice, practice, practice. You will get better and better at doing it by yourself the more you do it by yourself. All right, so we are going to twist this wire together here. I'm gonna cut this bow off from the rest of my ribbon. And I always, let me show you here real quick, gals. Take your ends, fold them in half, like so. I've got them folded in half. And then you're gonna cut at an angle and give your ribbon a nice dovetail. There's your angle cut. And then you're gonna open it up and have your nice pretty ribbon. Always, always finish your bow. Finish the ends. Drives me bonkers when I see a beautiful project and they didn't finish the ends of the bow, of the ribbon. You want it to have a really nice clean look. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Look at this. Look how crazy this looks like. You can see that? And here's where the magic, here is where the magic begins. All right, I'm gonna pull these down and then I'm gonna start fluffing. Let me hold him up here for you. I'm gonna start fluffing. And again, this is what's so wonderful with having the wire. So move those little loops around, get them dispersed. I'm gonna try to hold this up the best that I can. I know it's just kind of awkward. Can you see them? So don't be afraid of them. Manipulate them. You can push them around, spread them around however you want to. You know, and a lot of times when I'm making a bow, you know, it kind of ends up with like the top side and then the bottom side a little bit. And you can make it however you want it to be. So let's look here. I kind of want this, I think, to be the top of this one here. I'm gonna make this the bottom. So I'm gonna put the little ties down here and push them down. I've got my wire going out the back. So here's my wire. Let me show you that really close. Here's my wire in the back side. See how nice and long they are? So I can attach it to anything. Always cut your pipe cleaner, your wire long. There's the back side of what it looks like. The messy side, and then here's the pretty front. And again, this is just a very basic bow. As you get a little bit more experience, you can add 2, 3, 4 different kinds of ribbon together in the same project. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I can feel it coming on. So I'm sorry. Okay, so here's your ribbon. So let me give you a couple other Christmas tips for you so that you can use this beautiful ribbon for years and years to come. The same huge bow that I have on my Christmas tree, I've had for 3 years now, and other ribbons I've had forever. When you go to package up your pretty bows, after you take your Christmas decorations down, take a little bit, a piece of tissue paper and put the tissue paper, just kind of make it like a big paper snake and run it through your loops. You don't have to do every single loop of your bow. I usually do 2 sheets of paper per bow, and then put your bow in your storage tub or your box or however, or even if you're gonna hang it someplace, where you put your Christmas decor, but that tissue paper will help keep your bow nice. And you can always refluff it also the next year when you get it out of storage. So there you go, my friends. If you enjoy these tutorials, please sprinkle it to your friends. And again, don't be afraid to give this a try. Get some ribbon. It's super forgiving. You can practice it over and over. If you don't like this, take the wire off or your pipe cleaner off and just straighten it back out and redo it again. You can totally make it, oh, I don't like it. Redo it again. Make it, I don't like it. Redo it. Same way. If it ends up, say you wanted it half this size and you're short on ribbon, take this apart, make your bow a little bit smaller. You can, it's so forgiving. You can totally redo and make it however you want it to be. And these are adorable on your Christmas gifts too. Everybody loves to get a homemade bow on their beautiful package when they get their present at Christmas time. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful week, my crafty friends. Have a great week. Thank you.